Hello students, welcome in virtual classroom. Let's facilitate learning. Today we are going to learn the second part of the lesson Into the Wild, and the title of the part is Tracking the Panther of Nagarhole. In the earlier video we have studied part 1 titled as Lost in the Jungle, written by Kiran Purandare, who is a wildlife expert, a bird watcher, a writer and honorary wildlife warden in Maharashtra. The second part of the lesson has been extracted from CN Traveller magazine published by Land Rover India. It is about Shaz Jung, who is a famous wildlife photographer. The second part also tells us about his efforts to establish BCRTI for the conservation of forests by educating the local rural folks and providing them with a reliable source of income. Let's learn the meaning of second part. Here you are expected to keep textbook in front so that you will understand it better. I am going to explain the meaning paragraph wise. You have the paragraph in front of you in the form of slide. Okay, now let's start the lesson. Part 2, Tracking the Panther of Nagarhole. Shaz Jung is a wildlife photographer, cinematographer, big cat tracker, man-animal conflict resolution seeker, and lodge owner, all rolled in one. When he is away from the jungles of Nagarhole, officially called the Rajiv Gandhi National Park, he is leading photography safaris in Africa or showcasing his work at art galleries in capital cities and speaking to those interested in conserving the planet's riches. Here we have given the information of a person whose name is Shaz Jung. Who is Shaz Jung? Shaz Jung is a wildlife photographer, cinematographer, and big cat tracker. He is a man animal conflict resolution seeker, guide to those interested in conserving planet's riches. He leads photographic safaris in Africa. He also showcases his work at art galleries in capital cities. He is a lodge owner and chronicler of the wild. Second paragraph tells us information. Let's read it first, then I will translate it. Okay, then I will try to explain its meaning. Shaz recalls with great clarity the incident that ultimately leads to his answering the call of the felines over a career dedicated to finance. It was somewhere around sunset. We were at a junction. The deer were calling, he says. We went around a blind turn, he continues, and up ahead on the path was this old leopard. You could tell he was past his prime. The jungle had taken a toll on him. He only had 3 cannons. His eyes were sagging. Close to this leopard was another very young, good looking male who was soon to come into his prime. It was like looking at the past and the present. It was clear that there was going to be a fight. Unfortunately, The sun was setting and we had to leave. But the next morning, I went back to the spot. Sitting on a high rock was that young leopard. Blood was dripping from a gash across his face. He sat there like he was the king of the jungle. I knew right then that he had taken over, that it was the beginning of a new journey for him and for me. Here, in the second paragraph, Shah's meeting with Scarface is described in detail. According to Shah's, that specific tenor or period was proved turning point of his life. Let's find out reason behind that. Why Shaz said so. When he was in the jungle of Nagarhole near Mysore city, Karnataka state, witnessed incredible event in his life. One day at sunset, Shaz and his companions went for a round at a blind turn, means unfamiliar place. There they saw an old leopard, well past his prime. Here, prime means a state or time of greatest strength. Exactly close to him was another very young, good looking leopard who was soon to come to enter his prime. In a way, showing dominance over territory. It was as if looking at the past and the present at the same time. It was clear that there was going to be a fight. However, they had to leave the spot as it was sunset. The next day, when Shaz went back to the same spot again, there he found young leopard sitting on the high rock, blood dripping from a gash across, having a big scar on his face. He sat there like he was the king of the jungle. Shaz immediately knew that he had taken over from the old leopard and it was a new journey for both of them. Let's move to the next paragraph. Photographs of that leopard, the victor, Scarface, as Shaz named him, not only made Shaz famous among India's wildlife community, but also laid to Shah's enviable reputation as a chronicler of the wild. Through my journey of photographing Scarface, I have discovered other leopards, his mates, and discovered his nemesis, tigers. I also discovered the current protagonist of my work, Saya, while tracking Scarface. This is the world's first Black Panther, the behavior of which is being documented so intimately on camera by tracking its movements. So far, all the research on the animal has been done through camera traps. Through many months of toil, Shaz has managed to collect precious footage, including that of the animal mating, to piece together the incredible landscape of a black panther's life. Okay, here Shaz named the leopard as Scarface, who was the winner of the battle. A big scar was on the face of young leopard, showing the significance of the battle. Hence, the name came to Shah's mind as Scarface. and Pardus, his old competitor leopard. When he started his journey of photographing Scarface, he discovered not only his mates and enemies but the world's first Black Panther, Saya also. Saya, as the name suggests, dark black color. Shahs made documentary by tracking its movements for months. He has done research through camera traps. Within the help of the camera, he managed to capture various precious and rare things and events of Black Panther's life. Discovery of Saya made Shahs famous among India's wildlife community. Okay, now the next paragraph. Saya, Scarface, and Pardus, the leopard that lost to Scarface, have also laid Shahs down a different path of discovery. Learning about them and the loss of their habitat has led Shahs to create the Buffer Conflict Resolution Trust of India, BCRTI. It's an agency that educates villagers who live on the fringe of the forest on the importance of conservation. We are in the heart of the man animal conflict zone, explains Shahs. There is no specific buffer zone here around Nagarhole. The core area of the forest ends where the fields begin. In the dry season, elephant and wild boar incursions into fields are very common. Older leopards like Pardus, who have lost territory in the forest, often carry away livestock from villages. This creates resentment among locals towards the animals on occasions, leading to unpleasant situations. Okay, now here Saya, Scarface, and Pardus are the names of the leopards discovered by Shahs. Learning about the life of big cats and the loss of their habitat, means home, has led Shahs to create the BCRTI. The long form of the word is Buffer Conflict Resolution Trust of India. There was no specific buffer zone around Nagarhole. We can say that buffer zone is the area in which wild animals are given protection from the threats of outer world in order to conserve the valuable species. This inspired Shahs think about introducing an agency like BCRTI. In dry season, in search of food, animals like elephants, pigs, or older leopards like Pardus attacks in fields. The local or villagers many times used to get angry with these animals because they carried away their livestock from the village. They also used to lose a major portion of their crops due to animals' attacks. Here, the meaning of the word incursions means attacks. This sometimes lead to unpleasant situations like killing these animals. Next paragraph. Putting tourist currency to good use under the BCRTI umbrella. Shahs provides locals with vocational training with the aim of educating local on the merits of conservation and to help them benefit from tourist currency. The visitors at the resort are welcome to volunteer to teach a skill training class of their choice. The acquired skills enable locals to find employment with any of the numerous wildlife resorts in the region, if not in a faraway city. Madegowda is one such local agriculturist who is trained at BCRTI and is now a certified naturalist employed by the bison. In the past, I have lost almost 80% of a season's yield of sugarcane to such animals' attacks. I used to hate them. Let's find out what the passage tells. BCRTI was founded out of the genuine urge to conserve the habitat of wildlife. Shahs created awareness amongst the villagers about wildlife. He also put the finance incurred out of tourism and tourist currency. BCRTI helps villagers acquire skills to find employment. Here, we have given the information of a person whose name is Made Gowda. Made Gowda shares his own experience here. He also tells how an agency, the Bison, personally helped him. Made Gowda is one such person who is a certified naturalist employed by the Bison. Now let's try to find out what is the bison. The bison is an eco-friendly wildlife camp in South India. It offers great opportunities for youngsters to learn about the area, people, the man-animal conflict, ecotourism and hotel management. Madegowda replies here saying that he used to hate wild animals as they carried away their livestock and used to lose a major portion of their crops due to animals' attacks. But now I have learned how important these animals are and the value of protecting them, he says. I have known these jungles for 35 years. I know where the animals are and I realize I can guide visitors and get paid for it. In a way, the animals are paying me back. The forests have taught me many things. For instance, listening is a sense far more important than sight. You have to switch off your vehicle, sit and listen, for the forest is constantly communicating through the voices of birds and animals, he explains. Tracking an animal also teaches you life lessons. The Black Panther has taught me patience, but above all, it has taught me to never stop discovering. There are just so many amazing experiences to learn and share with the world. Now, here Madegowda again share his views telling that now he has understood the importance of animals. Now he teaches the locals how to earn money, showing animals to the tourists, and have deep respect for wild animals as they have become the source of income. At the end of the lesson, Shaz shared his views that one small incident turned into the mission. Trekking the panther, Saya taught him the lesson of patience and to live in the moment. Because these wild animals don't have the concept of time as they live in every moment. And he got inspiration from capturing those moments. He learned the lesson of life, never stop discovering. Thus, the lesson ends having a beautiful note. Develop patience and never stop discovering at the end. We will meet in the upcoming video in which we will discuss about the icebreakers and brainstorming activities of the lesson. Till then, be ambitious. Thank you.